Hello, I'm Madison. I consider myself a decent axe main. Now, because you guys are the coolest, I'm going to teach you guys how to axe main with pretty much any kit. But for this video, the SMP kit on mcpvp.dev. We're going to split this into 4 different phases, and before we begin, please subscribe. We're almost at 500 subs, and I'd love to hit 1,000 before the end of the year. Thanks. Alright, phase 1. This phase will include the fundamentals. First, you want to start by holding your shield up. This will allow you to negate at least one hit. This works especially for sword mains. They usually stay aggressive to do the most damage, but as an axe main, you want to stay on the defense. So, once they attack, jump, let go of your shield, and hit. Once you land, hold your shield again. This will protect you from being hit with another Punisher crit. After, do the process again and again until you've learned how to axe slam. Axe slamming is very useful in the 1v1, especially when you're trying to do the most damage, because at the greatest, this method can do 4 hearts per hit, and 4 divided by 20 is 5, so in theory it takes 5 hits, if you do it right, to absolutely destroy your opponent in a 1v1. Another move you can practice and use to get your opponent away from you is the jousting method. Now with this method, you want to treat your axe as if it's a lance. Once your shield becomes disabled, you quickly run to the left, jump, hit your target, then run to the right and do the same. This method will allow you to pseudo axe slam without the consequence of the Punisher crit. Jousting is very good for people who don't have apple skins or get pretty low quick. Next phase. Now, I did mention in the last phase that if you time it correctly, the axe slam can absolutely dominate your 1v1. I was correct, but if you don't time it right, you can mess up horribly, and it might cost you your match. First, hold up the shield, then do a jump crit. Right as you land, hold your shield up as quick as possible. Then once they hit your shield, jump at them, and before you crit, let go of the W key. This should do a max crit. Then repeat. At the most, this method can do 4 to 5 hearts fully potted up. Something that you need to notice though is the hearts. Once you see the hearts flying off their body, you'll know that you did it right. The jousting method is very simple when it comes to timing. All you have to do is move to the left, turn your head, and jump crit. Then do the same thing on the right. It's like a strafing if you know how to do that. Oh yeah, and if you're enjoying the video, please show that by commenting down below. It tells the algorithm that my video is helpful towards others and recommends it to them. Alright, back to the video. Next phase, aim. Aim is literally why can't I say this word right? Literally. There you go. Everything when it comes to axe mains. One missed shot could cost you the entire game due to axe cooldown. I suggest you spend time on aim labs to fix your aim. Also, a strategy you can do for aim labs is since aim labs only goes up to 11 in terms of sensitivity, you can divide your current sensitivity in Minecraft by 11 and then you'll have your aim lab sensitivity. But before we move on to the next step, if your sensitivity is anything over 121, just change it to 11 as 121 divided by 11 is just 11. Now when you start training, it should feel a lot nicer. This is pretty much all it takes to get better at aiming. Alright, time for the last phase, damage. Damage is one of the most needed things when doing axe PvP. This will allow you to easily destroy your opponent without even reaching 30 gaps. Since jousting can absolutely tear someone's armor apart, you can mix that with axe smashing to keep them from even getting your saturation bars down. This is the most optimal method for defeating enemies quickly with an axe. Now watch the master at work. Lastly, I will say Axe is supposed to be a fun weapon. Since it's a more niche playing style, you can be very creative about what you like to do. Thanks for watching and see you later.